Hi, welcome to Gyan Race. In this Angular series, we will learn how to handle text and the alignment of boxes and the multiple text styles. Here is a website blogs.gyanrace.com/angular. There you can find all relevant tutorials and articles and update forms. Let's begin tutorial 4, text handling. Well, this is the desired output which you would be able to see at the end of this video. Here we are displaying multiple text and variety of boxes and multiple text under the box and the fonts, alignments, colors, styling and so on. So you would be able to learn all this in this video. Well, have already done lot of previous videos. You can watch my other videos on what is Angular, its architecture, and what are the basic software and setup need to build an Angular application. I am not going to create a project from scratch for the saving a time. I have already created an Angular project which is name is demo. Now here is a screen of a demo project in my system. So when I execute this project and it shows me the output like this, well, it has nothing in this application. So as you can see, this is the blank file. Now we can move to our tutorial. So let's begin. The simple text which we want to display is, this is my text display. Now copy this code and paste it under app.component.html file. Here is my project and here is app.component.html file. Now let me paste that code and activate the changes. What will happen in Angular demo? You can see this is my text display. This is the output which we would be able to see. Now the next thing which we want to do is, you can copy the entire code in the HTML file. I copied it and now I paste into the app component.html file. Now I Control A and replace the entire code. Well, don't worry, I am going to explain each and every line of code in detail. Okay, now learn line by line each code how it works. What you see in the HTML file, app.component.html, all these are HTML tags and the text is displayed underneath this HTML tags. So you can see A and /a, this is a way we can write a text under these tags. So tags are the placeholder which are used to display the data in the HTML file, or you can say in a web applications. A is a simple way to display the data, right? So text1, this is my text display, will be displayed in a normal way, and the default font size is used by HTML data handling. Now there is another way you can display this text in a bold format. Now if I want to display this text in bold, I need to add a tag B and then /b. So each and every tag which you open under this less than and greater than sign, that needs to be closed with slash and the tag name. So here B should be closed with /b, A should be closed with the /a. Well, this needs some basics of HTML coding understanding. I am not going to cover how HTML work. This was the basic information which I have updated. Now let's see how does it work in Angular. Well, if you want to display a particular size of a text, you need to define it with a style property. So style equals to, and all the properties need to be mentioned under double quotes. Yeah, you can see here, and all the property will be separated by semicolon. So this is the fixed attribute, or you can say a placeholder provided by HTML, which is followed by Angular 2. Now we want to display this text 2 in a bold format, therefore we had updated it under the B and /B tag. In addition, we want to increase the font size. Font size should be 20 pixel. Px means pixel. So this font size would be 20 pixel and the font weight would be 500. 500 means it is a weight. That means how darker it looks like, how broader it looks like. So it starts from 0 till I guess it's around 2 to 3,000 points. So 500 will display the text in a darker mode. For better understanding, let me copy paste the few rest of the code and then we will see in the output as well. This is the text property related code which you can copy from here and paste it under the .css file, app.component.css file. Now paste it into your code. Here is the .scss file. Now I paste the entire code and now activate the changes. Now you can see this changes has rerun, and here is an example in our system. It looks like in the local host 4200. Well, these are the texts which we will see line by line in our code explanation. Now you can see text 1 how it displays. This is the default text display provided by Angular. Now you see the text 2, it is bold and the size is slightly increased to 20 pixel and the weight is 500. So now you can see it is shown in a bold, however the text width of each letter is gone increase. Similarly, if you want to display text 3, so text 2 and text 3 both are same. The approachment or the another way or possibility to display the text is different. Here we are setting the properties in the HTML file, and here we are setting the properties in a CSS file. The same style property we have copied and pasted in our code in the CSS file. Now you can check class my text. Here if you go and see my text A, now that means all the variable which are displayed with text tag A will have a font size 20 pixel and the font weight is bold. That means it will shown in a bold format. So why we are displaying the same text in two ways? Well, this is the best practice to use it. It is nothing for the performance improvement. It is all about the data management, and also when you do the SEO stuff for your website host in Google, and then the ranking will be improved if you follow such type of guidelines. Yes, the major advantage to write a separate code in the CSS file is code reusability and code management. With this technique, you can use this my text class my text in any other text format in the file. However, if you are using the defining the properties in HTML file itself, then you need to copy and paste everywhere the same code, so your file and code will become bulky. Therefore, it is always suggested to have a style formatting in a separate file which is called .scss. Well, we see how text4 looks like. Text4 property is updated under my text1 class. So what is the code written underneath it? Here is a text code. The font size would remain same, however font weight has been increased in place of 500 to 700, and the font family is also different. We are using Courier font family and the font style is italic. Now we will see the output. This is the text 4 output, which is different than 2 and 3. Here it is shown in an italic format, as well as the size is also increased. Now let's see the further text. Here we are going to display the boxes. How we are going to display the boxes? Well, there is no separate coding format or provided by HTML or used by Angular to create a separate box. It is very simple and obvious to use the div style. And for a div, if you write a div command and close it with the div command, then you can set the property of a div. I am showing you how it is possible. Now I have created a div and closed it. That means it will show a bigger box, and underneath I am showing two more boxes with a div function. First, see how a major box or a biggest box look like. The property is my box. So let's see how it is represented in our CSS file. This is my box. This is my main box. Width of a box is 800. Height of a box is 350. So what it will do is it will occupy this place for this box, and whatever we will write will come under this box. But wait a second, this box is empty, it has nothing. So let's put the background color. Here we are displaying the background color is indigo. That means you can see the background color is indigo, blue. And then you can see the padding. Padding means your spaces in a box from the left, right, top, bottom. So this is left, this is top, this is right, and this is bottom. Beg me pardon, this is top, this is left, this is bottom, and this is right. You can in fact write each code separately, padding dash left, padding dash right. Instead of doing that, you can set all the properties all together. Here in a description also I have mentioned how does it work. So in left, right, top, bottom, everywhere I am leaving the space of 20 pixel. You can see in the output, here is a gap, here is a gap. So this is a gap which is shown, right? So other contents will be displayed after leaving the 20 pixel space everywhere in the boxes. Alright, now we are giving a margin top 20 pixel. What does a difference between padding and margin? So I show here. So padding means space inside the box or inside the object, and margin is for the outside the object. So I have given a margin top 20. That means in text 4 and in box starting position the difference would be 20 pixel. So this gap is the 20 pixel margin on the top side. If you give the same code in the left side, it will also add margin 20. Alright, now the border radius 12 pixel. That means this box would be square, edge would be pointed. Now I have tilted the edge, it is curved. So to make a curve we are giving 12 pixel. You can do all R&Ds yourself in a code by rewriting or increasing or decreasing the pixels and see how it works. Well, the most important and last one is a display flex. So what is the display property does? Display is responsible to show the data under this box, how your content will be displayed. I have given the display property flex. That means flexible. So it will align the content one by one and fit in the box. There are multiple properties. You can do it yourself, or else you can watch my further tutorials. Okay, let's go to the another box. Inside the main box for colored blue, we are going to display two sub boxes. So the two sub boxes classes has been defined is my box 1 and my box 2. Now this is the output. both boxes are the same size. Only the thing is the border color and the background color is different. Let's see how this property is defined in our .css file. This is my box 1 and this is my box 2. So if you see, both are having almost same property. The width is 400 pixel, height is 350, font size, font weight, and so on. The color is cyan. Now what we are doing is we are aligning the alt text which is written under this box, my box 1, will be centrally aligned, and the border color is solid red. Now you can see in the output the border color is solid red. I have not defined any edge, and you also can see all the text are centrally aligned. Nothing is left right side. Every text is in center side. Color is dark blue. So this is the color of a text which have been provided is in dark blue. If we see, my box 2 is also having similar properties. Same width, height, font size, font background, and so on. Now the background color is brown and the color is white. You can see the background color is brown and border color is yellow, solid green yellow, and the text color is white. Here the text color is blue, dark blue, and here it's a white. So this is how you can define the properties of a box or its underneath contents. Now let's go to the text which is shown under the my box 1. So there are five text has been displayed. So this is the normal text which is displayed with the dash with the A tag. You can see this is the normal way the text has been displayed, text 5. Now text 6 has the line, so you can see a pointer. So if you want to display all contents line by line, dot by dot, then you can use the command li, and closing tag is /li. Similarly, the header text is h1 and h2. There are difference between header 1 and header 2. This is the header 1. However, this is the header 2. So header 1 is the large font size mostly is used. Header 2 is a title purpose the text is used. Header 3 is for the subtitle purpose. Header 4 for the content which needs to be highlighted on the in the parameter. So on. There are multiple header text has been provided. You don't need to set the properties over and again. Now you see this is the last text 9 which is displayed and which has a property my box 1a. So let's see what is a property has been defined. So this is my box a dot my box a. Well, here the width is auto. What I have done here is this text 8 and 9 is shown with a sub box or a bordered box, right? So the box width is auto. That means whatever the text length, the box will increase automatically. You don't need to define the width. It will work according to the text width. The height is 50 pixel. So here is a height which is 50 pixel. Whatever the text we are writing, it will come under this box only. The font size is, these are the normal. Green yellow is a background color, and the text color is I guess it's a green, so it's a green. And we are now, you can see here we are setting the margin. So there is another way you can place 10px space 10px and so on. Otherwise you can give left, right, top, bottom separately the margin for a box. So that means everywhere left, right, top, bottom, it will leave 10 space 10 pixel margin. You can see this is a gap, this is a gap, this is a gap, and this is a gap. This is a 10 pixel margin we are leaving outside the box, and if we give padding, padding will give the space inside the box, right? Okay, let's move to our next property. Under the box 2, we are also again displaying the same text, but little bit different way. This is the output. Here these texts are the same as in the text box 1. Here in text 8 is bit different, and text 9 is also little bit different. So let's focus on text 8. You can see text 8 is header 2. So it is showing this is the header 1. So it is larger size. This is the header 2. It's a smaller size than this header 1. Let's see how we have defined the property of my box 2 header 2. Here is a my box 2, and header 2 is default header 2. Now this is the left text and right text, and in between these two texts we are placing one vertical line. How to show a vertical line in between these two texts? So this has also been done very simple way. So this is left text normal way, this is right text normal way, and this is the vertical line. How it is shown? It is shown with a property v1. So you are displaying again a text, but you are setting the property. So let's see how VL is been defined. So this is, it has been defined. So we have defined the border left is 6 pixel solid green yellow. That means it will leave the space 6 border left. So this is the left side. It will make a 6 pixel line, and the color is yellow. It's very simple. It's a little bit tricky. There is no vertical line concept in HTML. So you need to define lines like this. There is only horizontal line, but for vertical line you can define it this way. And the height is 10 pixel. So this is the 10 pixel. You can increase and decrease as per your requirement. And also the width also is been defined. So you can make it 1 pixel, 2 pixel, 6 pixel, 100 pixel, how wider you want this line to be. And the margin of left is of course 10 pixels. So I am leaving this much space from the left side because we are using the left border to make a line. Well, this is it in the text handling section of Angular. In my tutorial I have explained also or written down everything in my article. You can read it or watch it my videos over and again. Please subscribe my channel and watch other videos. Thank you.